So I've been feeling a little bit tight in my my sternum as I got over a cold, and I'm feeling like that leftover stuff in my chest. So I thought I'd make a video to show you what I'm gonna do, and I think it's a good idea during we're just getting into like the flu season and this time where everybody's gonna start getting colds and allergies. It's a really good idea to amp up your breathing stuff. Like make a breathing practice every day. We're gonna be like strengthening your lungs, and it's a really good thing to do. It helps with your stress. It helps with pain, with anxiety, and also physiologically making more space in your lungs for the instance that if you got sick. People with stronger lungs are the ones that are going to get better faster. So a lot of people that I'm sure when they had the dreaded COVID the first time, they wish they had a breath practice beforehand. So what oils I chose for myself are Breathe. It's funny, is I have all these holistic tools at my fingertips, but I'll suffer for a little while before I remember. So I'm sitting on the couch drinking my tea, coughing, going, my chest hurts. I wish my chest didn't hurt. And I go, okay, well, duh, what am I going to do about it? Let's do it right now. So don't feel bad if you forgot all your tools too. I teach it for a living and I forgot for 10 minutes. So I got the Breathe. This is the respiratory blend that doTERRA makes. And I'm going to put a little bit in my hands. I like to use a carrier oil. So I've got my fractionated coconut oil. That doesn't stain your clothes, because when they fractionate it, they take the fat out. They boil it, and so all the fat molecules are gone. So I'm just going to massage that all over my chest and on my sternum. The other oil that I felt called to add in was cardamom. Cardamom is really specific for respiratory issues and also for grief. And people's grief show up in their chest. So I'm putting it all over. So that's kind of my pre-game. That's what I'm going to do before I do my breathing stuff. I'm going to rub my hands together. And then you can kind of cup your hands over your nose and your mouth and take a few deep breaths. I would do more than that, but I'm making a video. So this is what I'm going to do with my Yamuna ball. So if you imagine the rib cage, there's two cylinders, right? So you see my skeleton back there. You see the sternum in the middle, and then it's imagine two barrels on either side. So what can happen is that one side can get turned. You'll see it in people's shoulders. You can even feel on your own, which one is pointier. You're so my left one's pointier. And that means this side of my rib cage is also narrowed. So I know that this is my tighter side, that I have a harder time getting oxygen in. So I'm going to start with my easy side. So I've got my Yamuna ball. It's nice and squishy. You don't want a hard ball. And I'm going to put it in my armpit. And I'm going to draw my shoulder back. So now my shoulder blade is dropping into the pocket. Okay? So I'm keeping my posture. My feet are flat on the floor. I'm going to take this hand and I'm just going to draw it a little bit across my body. So my shoulder's not up here. It's down here because I'm trying to rotate this humerus back so that I can access these ribs right here. So I'm taking a breath into the ball. I'm not going to come up. I just caught myself. I was going to do it. Try not to come up into here. We're going to try to go into the ball. So make sure your butt's solid. So I'm expanding this way, not this way. And you try to lengthen your exhale as much as you can, because we're trying to get everything out. That's how you can build that strength in your lungs. In through the nose, push your air toward the ball. And I'm kind of tractioning my hand across, and I'm mindful of my shoulder. Yeah, so this is a really great one for helping a tight shoulder. But my goal here is to open up my ribs. I do have scoliosis all bound up, kind of like mini blinds that a dog went like this to. So I'm trying to get some more air in there and build my strength. So I'm killing 3 birds with 1 stone right now. So that long exhale, I'm pulling my hand across a little bit. Then I'm going to let it go. So what I'll notice is from one shoulder to the other, when I breathe, I feel automatically this side, I'm able to get more air in there. And then you could do your other side. This is my tight side. I'm going to do both sides because this is going to be a video that'll be on here for forever. So on your tight side, if you can't get your arm across without going like this, that means don't do it. So I'm going to put my ball there. I'm going to rotate, so let my shoulder blade go back in the pocket. If you guys can see, my thumb is up like this. So I'm not going to draw my hand across. I'm just going to lengthen it long, and I'm going to keep my hand here. You can also hold your ball if that helps. But for me, I need it up here to keep my rotation. You can stretch. It doesn't seem like I'm doing much, but it is hard for me just because this is my tight side where my ribs are really tight. So that's the basic idea of what that looks like. I really like using the props, and adding in the oils means that specifically what I use, the Breathe and the Cardamom, it's dilating the oxygen receptors in my lungs that help receive more oxygen. So if I had that pulse oximeter thingy that tells you what your pulse rate is, so you want it to be, you know, above 95, ideally 100. But if it's below that, that's not good. But I actually have one of those, and when I've used the Breathe, if I check it and it's like, say, like 96, and then I do it, it'll go over 100. So it does work in getting more oxygen into your body. So I'm just bringing in all the tools I have. So if I'm going to take care of this tight chest feeling that I have, this lingering crap cough that's stuck in there, I want to detoxify that crap out, strengthen my lung capacity, and you know, it's like I'm being a good little squirrel getting ready for the winter. I don't want to have issues with breathing during, you know, these months that, you know, people tend to get sick. So hopefully this was helpful. Let's see, Scott says, can you send the explanation of the breathing exercise? Yeah, I mean, you'll have this video, and I'm going to continue to do more of adding in the oils with these kind of like physical therapy tools for you guys, because I want you to get the healing that, like, this is like my training and I want to use it. So I'm going to start sharing it with you guys. Have a good day.